Hi, this is actually take two. I had a whole video set up and my dog messed it up. So now I've got to basically say the same thing over and again. So, yeah, woke up this morning with really sore joints. Felt like I had major shin splints, and it felt like I had done like 200 toe raises, the exercises you do, like standing on your toe and flattening it to work your calf muscles. So that's what it felt like, and my elbows are sore, and so that's why I've got on like my makeshift swimsuit. Oh, see, I got the bathing suit on still, but yeah, my makeshift bathing suit, or wetsuit, I should say. Let's see if I can stand up and do this. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's 60 degrees. I haven't been in here when it's been 60 degrees. Okay. Get used to it. Okay. So, as someone who has chronic fatigue, and I don't know about other people who do, you have a lot of time in life to think about something, to think about anything. Just lots to think about, life in general. The best memories. What else? Just whatever. Just as much as you can recollect. You just ponder on a bunch of stuff, choices that you made and all that. And sometimes I think about the best time of my life, and that was being an undergrad at Cal State Fullerton, getting my bachelor's degree. I started out as a biology major, and it wasn't working so well. And by the end of spring 1992 semester, I was on academic probation, having gotten a D in calculus and a D in chemistry. And I was devastated because I'd never worked so hard for such a low grade in my life, and I'd never gotten a D in my life up until that point. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was seriously contemplating about just dropping out. And then my stepdad at the time, he was the one who always encouraged me and had my back. And he said, well, are there any general ed classes that you've taken that you really like, and maybe you can change your major to that subject? And spring of 92, I had taken Psychology 101, and I loved the class. And the crazy part is that the only section of the class that was available when I registered was Psych 101 at 7 a.m. And if anybody's ever, gotten a college degree, that there's no college student that wants to get up for a 7 a.m. class and focus. But I loved it. I looked forward to going to that 7 a.m. class. The professor made it so interesting and funny too. She had a personality on her. She would, when it came to the abnormal psychology part, she would talk about her ex-husband being bipolar, and her ex-mother-in-law, having a borderline personality disorder, and just all this funny stuff. So I decided not to drop out. but I decided to change my major to psychology. And it turned out to be a really good decision, because it, at the end of the fall semester of 1993, I got, which is something I've never gotten even in elementary or high school, I got a 4.0 GPA. Yep, you guys, I got straight A's. I went from having 2 D's and like being afraid I was gonna get kicked out to yeah, to getting straight A's. It was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. And I also pledged a sorority. I'm not gonna say which one it is because I don't know. I have really good memories of it, but I don't know. I feel like once I graduated, nobody wanted to keep in touch, and I was pretty burned by my little sister. So anyway, whatever. But ooh, I in high school I was such a geek, such a bookworm, and that's how I was viewed. That's how people who did well academically were viewed in my high school. And in college, it was the complete opposite. You were viewed as a really cool person in college for getting good grades. So it was kind of funny. All of a sudden, I go from being unpopular in high school to being popular in college. And when I pledged the sorority, I totally became this social butterfly, and I'm so different. Like, I've regressed from that person because I'm really super shy now. But back then, I was like, I would talk to anybody, I would approach anybody, I'd make friends with anybody. It was like quite a difference. So yeah, I had a couple good friends that were biology majors, and I'd still hang out with them, and had some good friends, in the psychology major classes, and also with fraternity guys. I was a little sister of somebody in a fraternity. So, and he really did. He looked out for me. And this particular fraternity, like, they kind of prided themselves on being gentlemen, and they really were. They really treated me like I was their little sister and really looked out for me. So it was cool. It was cool having friendships like that. And got to go to a few fraternity formals. And of course, I had my own sorority formals to go to. And one story was so funny. Like, it was getting close to the fall '94 formal, and I didn't have a date yet. And I was like, well. So one of my sorority sisters told me that I should ask this guy out from, I guess I can say his name. There's a lot of Dougs in the world. So, yeah. one of my sorority sisters said, ask Doug out. And there were so many of my sorority sisters that had a crush on this guy. Oh my gosh. They're like, he's so cute, he's so cute. You know how young women are. We're like boy crazy. And so one day in the student union, I go up to him and I just point blank ask him, do you want to go to our formal with me? And he goes, yeah, sure. And so Monday when we had our weekly sorority meeting, you know, a couple of my sisters asked me, so did you get a date for formal yet? I go, yeah, I'm going with Doug. They're like, oh, how did you get him to go with you? What did you do? I'm like, I asked him. They thought, ooh, like I had like cast this magical spell on him or something. Like, I'm like, no, I just asked him. It didn't occur to them to think that it was that simple, but it was. And Doug and I were just friends. And in fact, our picture from formal was so funny because I think we were kind of awkward because, you know, we only saw each other as friends. And so the photographer said something like, pretend you like each other. And we were just on the verge of busting up laughing. And the photographer caught that. We had these huge smiles on our faces because we were about to laugh from what the photographer said. So anyway, yeah. So from fall of 1991 to spring of 1996 were my years at Cal State Fullerton. Best times of my life. So thought I'd share that with you, and I hope you liked it. Have a really good Sunday. Blow a kiss to you all, and have a really good day. Bye-bye.